leaving a business that is not serving you anymore is sometimes a good thing. And here's another thing. You talk about taking a book of business with you. Well, there's a lot of non-lawyers who listen into the podcast, and I would just like to frame that as maybe you have multiple revenue streams or multiple divisions, and some of them are ones that you like and some of them are ones that your partner doesn't like, and maybe that's where the friction is. And maybe it's possible to quote unquote split the baby, meaning that the germane purpose of the business that stays with whoever's there is not the same as the business that somebody takes with them. And it can be, amicable. It doesn't have to get really super ugly. And the one that comes to the top of my mind is you could have a restaurant and catering. And instead of catering out of the restaurant, if you love one side of it and the other person hates one side of it, we could look at something like that where creative problem solving, where maybe the partnership itself doesn't work, but the passion behind why you started could still drive the bus.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like one way or the other, right? There can be hybrid that again with talking with other people like maybe like a mediator or like another attorney, like you come up with a whole different situation that still works for everybody, right? Because you would probably in the catering restaurant business, you would still want some like referrals there, right? But maybe they have their own two business entities, but then like some sort of kickback. Oh, the restaurant gave a catering business this, the business gave like
Yeah.
come up with something totally brand new, right? Like
Right. I mean, in that example, I'm kind of envisioning like maybe there's a party room where somebody can book something, at a brick and mortar location, and then there's somewhere where you're doing offsite stuff. And I can think of a ton of other industries. That one just kind of popped to the top of my head where there's multiple different ways to deliver or to serve. And maybe it is the delivery aspect of it or the labor side or something that one person just doesn't really like. And maybe it's okay to even split the business. So this conversation, if somebody is listening in and they're like feeling what you're describing, it doesn't mean you have to burn Georgia. It doesn't mean you have to dissolve everything. It doesn't Definitely don't be what I call a petty Betty who like don't list on Yelp that the business is permanently closed because you're really angry right now and you don't know what else to do. Yeah.
fire.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna backfire so bad. And you just look like the dumb dumb. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, who's gonna wanna do business with you now if they see, like, you being a petty Betty?
But I don't have a better phrase for it.